Hey, it's Jess with Noah Kahan. You represent New England. You are now the king of New England. I have just deemed you that. Thank you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate the coronation.
Listen, because you get it.
Yeah.
Because people think Vermont is in Canada, and that's ignorant.
It's not in Canada.
Right.
It is one of the 50 states
Correct.
of this country, and I think that I need to stand my ground on that.
Yeah.
Yeah. People think Vermont is all maple syrup and Bernie Sanders
Right.
and Subaru Outbacks.
Don't forget Ben Jerry's.
Right. But it's all too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And because we get it, being from Rhode Island, people think we're New York, Long
Yep.
Island.
Mhm.
So now, like, we're just like, talking to, like, I'm proud of you. Like, I'm just like, you're our friend.
I'm proud of you too, and
Thanks.
I'm proud of Rhode Island for
Thanks.
holding its ground for so long. I feel like people disrespect Rhode Island a little bit. It's an amazing state.
Thank you.
Providence is a beautiful town, and you guys have a lot to offer. So
Thank
I don't know
you.
how Connecticut seems to be sneaking into New England when Rhode Island's getting disrespected.
It's
Like,
the damn casinos.
put that. I was just saying today, Easy Pass is fucking killing me. I don't think you should pay. They should pay me to go to some of these places.
I
That's
agree.
all I'm saying. I'm not paying $9 to go to the Merritt Parkway, dude. Get me out of there. But Providence and Rhode Island, amazing places. So yeah, I'm glad we're here together.
But thank you. I appreciate you. I want to thank you for Dial Drunk because absolutely love playing that song. It makes me happy. I'm DJing a wedding at the end of the
cool.
month. They said you must have Noah Kahan Dial Drunk. I said it delivered.
Hell yeah. Put me in between Bruno Mars and whoever, Dua Lipa. That's the wedding
Perfect.
playlist.
Oh,
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. So that's definitely done on the playlist. But I'm really here to talk about Below Deck.
Oh, great. Finally.
Are you watching Down Under?
I love Below Deck Down Under.
All right.
Yeah, I
So
love
Captain Jason, is he your second favorite? Because I know Captain Lee is your main man.
He's not my second favorite.
Oh, who
Something
is-
seems off about Captain Jason. I don't know
Why?
what.
Because he can't put his own contacts in?
No, he's like, yeah, well, yes. But that's also, I don't think I could figure that. I had wore Merrills until I was in the 4th grade because I couldn't tie my shoes. So I
well.
can't get on him for that. But there's something just behind those eyes, those sultry,
I know.
sexy eyes. So I don't know. I wonder what's going on with that guy. I do like him.
Yep.
I feel like he's like a little too much like one of the crew. Like he doesn't establish himself as a captain, because Captain Lee is like, they're partying. Like I don't know how Captain Lee got on that show. Like he literally looks like they took a captain off like a boat that like a serious like whaling ship from the 1800s. Was like, yo, just hang out with all these sociopaths.
and then insult them for the whole
and
entire
then be
season.
like, he's like so above it all. Jason seems like he still needs to get to that place where he's like up top and like the big man. Right now, I feel like he's still establishing himself.
But I do like that he kicked off Luke and Laura, which is from a TV show 100 years ago.
Yeah,
I would never want Laura around you because she was an animal.
Yeah, it takes it's crazy. I want to like get a behind the scenes situation, like what's going on, how much of that is real, how much of that is scripted. Like, I just love I love the chef on that show every time. They're always such hard about all of it, and they're always battling against the captain on stuff. It's just so fun to watch the chef and the chiefs do go at it.
Yep. I love it. But we're not here to talk about Below Deck. I just want to thank you for your music. I want you to know, and I think you do, how appreciative people are of how honest and real and truthful you are. And I think there's a world of a lot of crap, and like people see through that, and you are literally almost like, not saying you're vulnerable, but you lay yourself all out there. And I think you've resonated with a lot of kids, a lot of people, not even just kids, but I think this generation really needs someone like you.
Well, that's very sweet. Thank you for saying that. I definitely don't intentionally present. I've always just been happy to be myself, and I was raised in a family where I was always supported and always treated with, the respect for who I was. I never felt like I had to change much, and I for a long time I actually wanted to be really cool, and I wore cool clothes, and I always talked about how to be one of the cool people in the music industry. I always felt a little outside, and I feel like once I gave that up is when I really started feeling free and feeling like I could be myself, and the music got better. I feel like, because I felt like I just said it and let's just be who I am.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
it was nice.
And you mentioned in an interview that you think even if you're happy, therapy is still good. Like everybody could have therapy, and I think that's important because in some way you kind of provide therapy for a lot of people. And is that kind of for yourself as well, and then it translates?
I think I'm always honored to hear people say you got me through this, or your music got me through this thing. And this artist's grandson, who's an amazing artist, says you got yourself through it. The music just helped. So I always like to give people more credit. It takes a lot of strength to get through a tough situation, and therapy is incredibly important. It's expensive and it's hard to access for a lot of people, but I do think that if the people have access to it, they should go. I think it's having someone unbiased to talk to for an hour a week is just an amazing tool, and it can open a lot of doors mentally and make a lot of changes to your life for the better, and I recommend it highly to everybody. And I think listening to my music is great, but I always recommend to just supplement that with therapy.
Right. But if you can't get an appointment anytime soon, just throw in.
Just listen to my songs.
So throw in a couple tracks.
Yeah, if it helps, it helps,
Now, you're on tour, so I know you're very busy, but have you been to any shows recently that you enjoyed? Any concerts that you've taken in?
Oh, yeah, I got to see Bon Iver at Hinterland. It was a lifetime bucket list concert. Never seen him before.
Yep.
And they were just incredible, like so inspiring. And their music got me through so many tough times in my childhood. So being able to hear it and to feel like I've grown and kind of gotten through a lot of those things, and being able to kind of sit there and listen to music and think like, man, I made it through that. And a lot of that is because of that guy on stage there. It was really cool.
Oh, that's awesome. No Eras tour for you?
No. Oh, and I also went to the Eras tour as well, which is obviously that like doesn't even register to me as a show. It's like a complete cultural event that like I don't even think about. Like I went to a show. It's like I went to like the Taylor Swift event. It was unbelievable. She is dope.
Yeah.
She killed it.
It was a production beyond any form of imagination, and now the movie concert's coming out, so
she deserves all the flowers. She puts her whole self into every single show, and I know it's not easy to do that, so I've got a lot of respect for her.
And she's diving under the stage.
She's diving, she's changing outfits, she's standing on a giant thing.
She's in the rain.
She's in the sun.
Sun, rain, all the elements. No snow.
Yeah.
How do you feel about social media? Because obviously that's how I saw that you were at the Taylor show. For an artist, do you think it has its balance of pros and cons?
Yeah.
Like, say, a TikTok situation?
Yeah, I think it's hard for me to sit here and be like, TikTok sucks. It's brought me so much success. I think that there are problems with TikTok and there are problems with social media, but there are also lots of benefits. So it's hard for me to make one statement, but I think what's most important is finding out about your relationship with social media. I got a lot of work to do on my own relationship with social media, like how much I'm willing to indulge in, how much I want to know about what's being posted about me or about anything.
Right.
And setting boundaries. I think it's that simple. Like I think social media can be a great tool, but if you don't set boundaries, then it kind of can become overbearing and scary, and it can be a less useful tool.
Yeah, very wise. Someone called into the radio station. Her name is Jo. She wanted to know, because you're blowing up, a lot of people know who you are. Will you ever think about leaving New England because you won't be able to travel anywhere because everyone's going to know who you are?
First of all, I absolutely love saying hello to people that come see me. Like I'm so used to. I've been so many years of like people just thinking I was like just another like bearded guy walking around, and like to have people come up to me and say hello is always special. New England will always be a part of my life, and I'll always be coming back here. I've lived in many different places, and I just would come home every weekend. I'll just be back home, so that'll always be a part of my life. New England is definitely my forever home. I might travel around and stay different places for a while, but there's nothing that inspires me like this place, and nothing that makes me feel as comfortable.
Right, and that's where you do some of your best writing, I believe, right?
Yeah, my mom's house. Yeah, over in Stratford, Vermont.
Yeah, did she feed you a lot of food? Like, did she she's happy you're home and like, here's some pasta.
The
Let me go
first
get
3
you some
or
more
4
Dunkin'.
days, she's like making stuff for me. Then after a while, she's like, "Oh God, you're still here. All right, there's an old potato in the fridge. You can have that.
Just pop some holes in it and put it in the microwave."
Yeah, exactly.
All right, so I really appreciate all the time you have taken with us. I do have one game to play with you.
Let's play.
It's Captain Lee quotes. I'm going to read one to you, and you're going to tell me if Captain Lee really did say it or if I made it up.
Okay.
All right. I'm madder than a pissed-on chicken.
That is a real quote.
Yes, it is. They could F up a 2-car funeral.
I think that's real as well.
It is. I tried to trick you. Okay. Boy, that really burns my
I can see him saying all that. You've captured his voice great. I'm going to say he said that as well.
He didn't say that one. That was a trick one. That was from the Burbs 1989 flick. What he really said was, it really wrinkles my ass.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're in semantics now.
Yeah. You can drive a straight pin up my ass with a 10-pound sledgehammer.
Where does that connect to some kind of criticism? You can drive a pin up my ass with a 10-pound
sledgehammer, yes. I like that there's actually weight on the sledgehammer.
Yeah.
So very specific.
Yeah. It's a little inside sledgehammer for me, but I would say that's real.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my God, you're doing so well.
Do you have like the situation, like what was happening? Like
I actually don't have the episode of the.
He was so mad that he was like, wait, was he so mad that he wanted a pin in his ass?
I think that's what it is, right?
I've been there.
But I don't. Well, I've heard
I've
about your
been there.
sunflower situation.
I've had pins in my ass.
And I brought you sunflowers, but I wasn't sure. You're still.
Yeah,
you're
talking
still,
about pins in my ass.
Yeah, serious. Just don't eat so much, all right? Take
I'm
your
gonna eat
time
them
with
all.
those. Final one. Life is like a sandwich. The more bread you have, the more you have to eat.
I feel like that's like 5 words too long for Captain Lee.
Oh.
Did he say that?
He did say that.
all right.
Son of a B. Listen, you did
2
a
for
great
5.
job. You did a great job.
Not bad.
Noah Kahan, thank you so much for taking the time. Best of luck on everything in the future, and I'm looking forward to the show.
Thank you very much for your time and for the wonderful questions.
Thank you.